What's up, Samurai Assassins? Fat Samurai Guy here, and join me for another episode of The Movie Dojo, where we discuss martial arts cinema and action films. Today in the dojo, I'm going to review The Sorcerer and the White Snake. Here's a quick plot synopsis. A master monk tries to protect a naive young physician from a 1,000-year-old snake demon. A contest of psychic powers results in mayhem. Now I'm going to give you the good, I'm going to give you the bad, I'm going to give you the badass. First up, the good. Martial art fantasies can be really cool and a lot of fun to watch. But with any genre, you're going to get your good and you're going to get your bad. A good example of good is the 1993 version of this movie called Green Snake, starring Maggie Cheung, Joey Wang, and Vincent Zhao as the Master Monk, directed by Choi Hark. In a similar plot synopsis, two snake spirits become human and learn about love and suffering, and a monk discovers his own weaknesses and finds that morality is not as simple as he had thought. Back in the day, I didn't really expect to like Green Snake, but it was very enjoyable despite its low budget. But now we have a big budget, and this time Jet Li stars as the Master Monk, directed by Tony Ching. Tony has directed the popular Swordsman series, as well as some personal favorites of mine, the Chinese Ghost Story trilogy. This trilogy had a great blend of horror, fantasy, romance, comedy, and some interesting creative effects for its time. So with Tony at the helm of this particular fantasy film, everything should be pretty much perfect, right? Well, let's talk about what works. When expecting a fantasy film, it's not too much of a surprise that the movie itself will be special effects heavy. Now, I hate CGI and wire work in a movie that advertises itself as a martial arts film, okay? They're not showing any skill, they're not showing any technique of the martial artists in the film. They're just a lot of people just flying around with a whole bunch of CGI, and I think that's bullshit. But as a fantasy movie, I can forgive this just a little bit, and I have to say, some of the CGI in this movie is very well done. There are a few funny scenes here and there that made me laugh, and Jet Li was really fun to watch as the no-nonsense Master Monk. When you watch this movie, you can kind of tell that the filmmakers were trying to make a movie that everybody can enjoy. Now for the bad. Well, I mentioned that some of the CGI was well done, right? Right? Well, a lot of it was bad. It was bad. For example, you have this scene where you have the two snake demons teaming up to take out Jet Li in the ocean, and it was bad. I mean, the CGI was cringe-worthy bad. Oh god, and there was this other scene where Jet Li took on this bat demon, and the visual effects of the demon was bad. I'm talking Sci-Fi Channel bad, okay? And it also didn't help, and it made it worse, that their fight sequence, okay, almost was a shot-for-shot copy of Gandalf versus the Balrog in Lord of the Rings Two Towers. And for fans of Jet Li out there who were expecting a lot of martial arts in this movie, is gonna be disappointed. It's just not that type of movie. Which kind of surprises me, because I've read other people's comments on this film, and there are a lot of people out there that state there's tons and tons of martial art sequences in this movie. And I'm like, no. There's a little bit of fighting in the beginning, a little bit in the middle, and there's a CGI sword battle for a few seconds at the end. But that's about it. Yeah, this film is no duel to the death. Now, this is a warning to you guys, okay? Now, I know this movie is supposed to be a fun, friendly, family fantasy movie. I get it, okay? But we have some serious Disney moments in here, okay? We have some serious Disney-like moments, all right? We got a talking fucking rabbit, fucking talking mouse, talking turtles and shit. When they showed up and started talking, I was like, oh, all right, okay. It's like, ugh. I mean, there is even a scene where all the mice are swimming underwater to assist the snake demon, and they all yell, "Charge!" And now for the badass. It was very brief, but there was a very entertaining final throwdown magic battle between Jet Li and the White Snake. The CGI during that sequence was tolerable enough to not make it cringeworthy. But as a straight-up wizard battle, I thought it was fun, and it was definitely the best part of the movie. So overall, this film had its fun moments, but it was just missing the charm that the 1993 film had. You care a little bit more about the characters and the storyline in the Choi Hark version. And that movie didn't need a huge budget to achieve that. So I give The Sorcerer and the White Snake a solid 3 out of 5 ninja stars. I don't know, man. If this movie had more scenes like the forest sequence in it, might have to give this sumbitch 5 out of 5 stars. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what I'm saying. That's it for today's episode of The Movie Dojo. I want to thank all of you for watching. You guys rock. And stay tuned for my next review of Monk Comes Down the Mountain. See you next time.
Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.